Hello, welcome back to Poverty PVMer, the series where I'm locked to a strict GP budget based on total level and combat achievement tier. The goal is simple: complete the master combat achievements and kill every single boss in the game. Last time, we finished Heart of Darkness and A Kingdom Divided, unlocking thralls and completing most of Amoxhliottl's combat achievements. This time, we carry on in Varlamore, with our eyes set on the endgame, the doom of Mokai-Ottl. Alright, opening this up with 56 agility, which is the requirement for both Zulrah, well, Regicide, and also the shortcut for Guardians of the Rift, which is, I think, where I'm going next. But first, a quick Tears of Guthix run for 2900. Quests have taken our construction to 36, so that's not going to be lowest for a little while. Here we are at Guardians of the Rift. Got my rune pickaxe, had to sell my dragon mace, and I'll be here till 52 RC. Not going to bother with pouches because it's not going to take too long, and this should be pretty quick. My recorder was recording the wrong screen. That sucks. But I did get 52 rune crafting after just under 3 hours, and now I am training thieving to 66 for the last final dawn requirement, other than completing Perilous Moons. So we'll figure that out in a bit. But until then, I'm just gonna train thieving and get my cash stack back up. Alright, that is 66 thieving completed and a decent amount of cash. I stopped in the middle and grabbed this set of proselyte just because it's cheaper than what it costs to buy from Tiffy on the Grand Exchange. So now that should be all of the requirements that we need skill-wise for the final dawn, leaving only Perilous Moons, which we definitely left a while ago because it's going to be really hard for us to do in our gear. But I mean, we need to do it at least once. So I'm going to do this random event and then go figure out my setup. This is not Perilous Moons. So this is close to my setup. Proselyte is pretty high defense. It's the same as Adamant and it's quite cheap. We could make some extra defensive upgrades. I'm going to find a shield and I could get things like mithril boots or like a bone sack, steel gauntlets, but none of that matters. It's a little bit extra. We might go for it if we need it, but what matters is the weapon. We need a reasonable slash weapon to deal with Blood Moon, the most dangerous one, and the only really one that I'm worried about. So I want a Rune Scimitar. I think that's going to be our best for the price. And Huey here drops it at a reasonably common rate. And so here we are at the first bit of group content that I'll be doing. I mentioned a long time ago that for small group content, I'd be requiring people to match my budget, but not worrying about their supplies. And this guy right here clearly doesn't match my budget. But we're not doing small group content. This is a boss intended to be hit by a mass, hence, you know, all these people. And pretty much anyone can just come here and do it. And I wasn't going to restrict myself from stuff like going to a next mass, so I'm going to be here. I'll still stop myself from being boosted for stuff like the 5-man speed or the 3-man speed, but the other nice thing about this boss is it has a minimum contribution to even get a KC or a drop. So even though there's a lot of people stronger than me, that's actually a downside. I need to be doing enough damage down below and up above to get a drop at all. But what we're going for here while we go for the Rune Scimitar is KC. Not going to do air spells right now just because we're focused on just the Rune Scimitar. More KC. Kill it while it's vulnerable should happen passively. We're never going to kill it wearing Huey armor. We're probably going to get the speed time. More KC. Hopefully I get perfect if I'm, you know, like not bad. We will never own Dragonbane weaponry. And we're not getting the other speed times. So let's get to it. Oh, wow, somebody got Huey high in the first kill. Of course, not a kill for me. And I am quickly reminded of how bad the lag can be here. So hopefully this goes well. Let's see if we can get a kill for now for real. Okay, that doesn't bode well. Let me try to flick less aggressively and really make sure that we do as much damage down here. Maybe even with too many people, we just can't do this. 25. Come on, do some damage, please. All right, that's 30 damage down below. I don't know what the requirement is. 11. 26. A lot. Surely this is enough. Okay, all right. A 101.8. We have a KC. We got a drop. That's all we need. And that's an elite task speed trialist. Truly incredible. Okay, now that I know it's possible, I'm just going to try to lock in, save prayer, and do whatever combat tasks I can do along the way. Yeah, so the body is going to be a problem. I think that the threshold is something like 25 damage. Let me check. I must deal a minimum of 75 damage to the head or tail? That's horrifying. The 25 damage to the body is for reduced rewards. I don't care about that. I have to lock in. Holy shit. Alright, let's do this. Okay, I definitely didn't do enough damage, so the wiki's wrong. But this is doable. We can get this Rune Scimitar. Okay, nice. Oh, wow. Okay. That is Pillar Lover for completing it with a fully charged pillar and the Rune Scimitar. We're done. Drop this Rune Mace and that's it. Okay, well, that was much easier than I expected. Let's just jump back to Huey's combat achievements. We got 3, 2 on the first skill, and then Pillar Lover. I'll be back eventually, but for now, what I really wanted was this Rune Scimitar. Let's grab a shield and give the moons a real shot. Here we are at the Eclipse Moon. I'm gonna save blood for last. I've learned something unfortunate. So the Moonlight Potions buff you based on your herb lore level. That I knew. So we're only going to get a super attack. We won't get super strength or defense. We could improve that before actually grinding this, but I do just want to try this out. The real problem is the food. Apparently, the food, the fish at least, heals for 1/3 of your cooking or 1/3 of your fishing, whichever is lower. And the salamanders are worse. It's 1/3 of your cooking or 1/2 of your hunter, whatever is lower. And my levels aren't good. I could train that, but we are definitely operating under much worse conditions than we could be otherwise. I'm still hopeful that Eclipse Moon will be fine, probably Blue Moon, but we'll have to see on Blood Moon. For now, though, let's get into it. Alright, the very first auto attack is a 0. That's good vibes. Another. Wonderful. This should be the easiest moon. I don't understand what its debuff does. I'm pretty sure it just weakens your next attack, but it also just doesn't do a lot of damage. Its special attacks aren't that big a deal. This lets us do a ton of damage to it. And we should have enough food to live. I don't expect this to be much of a problem. Ooh, can you see that buff in advance? How much it hits you for? Does it go up immediately? No, but it does go up quickly. That's really interesting. 17 health a Bream. That is not great. I'm sorry, was that Arclight? Is that what I thought it was? That's a leaf-bladed sword, even better. Oh, I love that. Also, I see the thrall. I'm aware I could bring them. Probably should. I do have the budget. We'll see how it goes, though. Right now, it's kind of annoying to bring the runes for thralls just because of how short they last and how expensive it can be. But it might be the case that we need every edge we can get. So we'll find out. But that's one moon down. And it didn't hurt that much. So as I mentioned, the lizards heal for less than the fish. So I'm going to go grab some more fish. And then we'll do blood moon. No, blue moon. Okay, here we are at the blue moon. This is going to be harder than Eclipse for a few reasons. One, I don't have a crush weapon. I could get a mace if I think it'll matter, but I don't think it will. Second, the punishment for it hitting us is way worse. It's going to delay our attacks, which is going to pretty heavily limit our DPS. And finally, it doesn't have the clone special, which is even less damage we can do to it. So we're going to be locked in here for much longer. But got to get past it. Let's see how it goes. My goal is to never eat outside of specials. Oh my god. My goal is not reasonable, apparently. I don't know if that was bad luck or if the Eclipse Moon was good luck, but that was bad. At least the boss seems to be dying fairly. Stop hitting me. Thank you. Jesus. This is horrifying. It is dying, but I'm very scared of Blood Moon now. All right. That was pretty pain-free. Used only a third of our food, but the real challenge begins now. I'm gonna make my way back to the Eclipse Moon area to resupply, and then we'll see how this goes. Welcome to my nightmare. We have one advantage in this fight. Our only advantage is that it's weak to slash, so we're gonna be the most accurate here out of anywhere. The problem, as I'm sure you know, is the Blood Moon is going to heal based on how much it damages us. And it's got a big flat heal if it hits us 3 times no matter what. Now, I know that Pures do this content, and I know there's a method involving stepping under the boss when you see a hit splat on your character or something like that. I haven't done a ton of research into how it works, but I kind of hope it's not necessary, because there is a combat achievement. Obviously, this is the quest. I shouldn't care this much about combat achievements right now, but we'll try for it. The effectively perfect Moons of Peril. I think... Is it really not hard? Oh, Perilous Dancer. So, I assume stepping under it fails this. So, we'll see how it's going, supplies-wise. If I think stepping under will help, I'll end up doing it. But I want to know if we can just pull this off. So I'm going to wait until the Jaguar special starts. And then we're going to jump in and see how it goes. I've got a full inventory of Bream. Made sure to drop the net. I've got 2 Moonlight Potions. 1 is probably plenty, but it would suck to fail due to running out of potions. Let's do this. Good luck to us. Zeros, good start. Come on. Why do I speak? Anytime we see all three of those blood globs, we are in trouble. Okay. We'll see if that was just unlucky. I know it has a 2/3 hit chance per hit. So a triple hit would require me to miss 3 1 in 3 chances, which I don't know. I feel like that's fairly unlikely. I know you get your health back from hitting it, but I don't think you can get more than it stole. Let's just eat. It's the best time. I delayed myself, that's bad. Good hit. Yeah, this boss is dead, 100%. Sea of Blood Moon. That was so much better than I expected. Perilous Dancer completed. I was really worried about that, but it turns out that with 80 defense and adamant armor, you're fine. It wasn't fast, and there are some improvements I want to make before going for the rest of the combat achievements, but that is enough for today. What I really wanted this for was for the quest completion, and it's time to go get that. And that is Perilous Moons completed for a ton of Slayer XP, some others. That is 53 Slayer, 4 Slayer levels from that one quest. Also got a bunch of Hunter levels and a Fishing level. And the Addle darts are never going to be useful. There we go. Enrage. Now I no longer have to flick because she no longer attacks. I didn't know you could melee that boss until I watched Caritas do it. Even during Enrage, I didn't know you could attack on a corner. And that is the final Dawn completed. Did a big XP lamp that we are dropping directly into prayer. And we got a whole bunch of other XP. Just a lot of levels. Runecrafting, thieving, fletching, and prayer. And now, obviously we're over budget by a lot. So, I just want to talk about this thing. This Arcane Blade is fucking awesome. This thing is like basically a dragon scimitar. It's got a crazy spec. And I was really looking forward to it when I started using it on other accounts and realizing you could reclaim it for 75k. And its high alch was like 45k. That fits in my budget. That's like easily the best weapon I can use. And then, because it was really good in PvP, I think, it was nerfed. So now, the reclaim is 250k, and the high alch is 150k. So I cannot use this until the next tier. So that sucks, but just means it's going to be more of a challenge to get to the hard tier, which is honestly fine by me. And that is, I guess, quest complete. Next up, I should figure out if I want to give Doom a shot. Because I feel like he's got some combat achievements that I can get with this, this excellent budget. So I'll see you when I decide what to do. Oh shit. Yo, there's the sulfur blades. Let's go. I definitely didn't explain why I came here for these, and we are far over budget, so let's go and fix that. And then I will explain why we got these and what our plan is next. Wait a minute, hold on. Because I did Throne of Miscellanea, apparently I have 10,000 GP in managing Miscellanea. That explains so much. That's not 10,000 coins, but the plugin updated. Give me that. Thank you very much. Start the Doom. This is going to be our trial run. We're getting psyched up. I'm hopeful that these sulfur blades are going to be good enough to let melee punishes hard carry this. Let's find out. Wait. No. That's not what's supposed to happen on the slab. Are you kidding me? 2 hit spots. Oh, that's awesome. I wonder if anyone ever knew that. So yeah, apparently if you hit the same volatile earth with 2 hit splats, the orb spawns and immediately dies. Who knew? Okay, surely Darklight works, right? Oh man, that's so funny. No. Got distracted. Ow. Alright, this is gonna take some practice. Okay, I think a melee punish will kill it now, which is the combat achievement I want. And so now it's just not going to give it to me, is what I'm figuring out. Come on. Ow. Impatient. Melee punish. Yeah. That is combat task completed. Exposed Doom. I got the teleport. I'm going to claim that for the clog slot. And then leave it, because it's too expensive. But that is very cool. So that at least proves to me that Doom is killable in some amount of time. 4 minutes, 10 seconds. Isn't great for wave 1. But it does mean that we can kill this boss through effectively only melee punishes. So if I get really good at orb phase and living through all of that and sustaining prayer, it might just be possible to get a few points out of this boss, which is nice because the combat achievements came out recently and there are no hard tasks. So anything we get here is a bonus for the hard tier. Things I'm looking at are like wave 3 ought to be possible. Not. I have no idea if I can make it to wave 8, and I think all of these are 8. There's one that's get an acid clear with orb. I could probably do this Grandmaster task on wave 3. That is fascinating, and I'm gonna have to think about that. But one thing that's for sure is I want to fine-tune the setup a little more. And I want some more budget so I'm not playing right on the edge. Right now these are 55k and they seem to fluctuate pretty wildly. So I want a bit more buffer so I can bring more Demon Bane spells. So when I woke up today, the Sulfur Blades now cost significantly less, only about 40k. And 35k even. So I'm going to earn a bit of money, improve my setup, and go for those combat achievements. And there's 4. That is the Skull Scepter complete. And of course, the reason I want this is I can wield it and use it to autocast Demon Bane spells. Let's finish the setup and head back to Doom. Alrighty, here we are once again. I've improved the setup as much as possible. The gear's the same. I've got a Skull Scepter for autocasting, a longbow for ranged, got a full prayer potion just in case, but I'm gonna try to flick. And our goal is to get 2 combat achievements. The first one is pretty simple, get wave 3. I think we can do that. And the second one is mopping up. We have to clear 8 acid splats in a single volatile earth special attack. Now, I'm obviously going to get a lot of acid because my hit splats are low. That's good. I don't know if this is possible on wave 3 because it's only going to shoot acid in one direction. So I might have to wait until wave 4 or even wave 5. But I think I can clear all of those waves with this strat. I just need to play well. So let's play well. You must first reclaim any loot. Really? Fucking, I don't want it. Discard it. I'm going over budget. Alright. I'm doing damage exclusively through melee punishes. And I'm dropping boulders away if possible. That's not going to drop away, is it? Oh, that moves slower than walking speed. Fascinating. I'm aware I'm chancing myself, but this early, I'm just going to get the melee punish heal and not worry too much about it. One down, decent size heal. I need to mark that. I need to mark the orb. Alright, hopefully that works. Onward and upward. Onward and downward, I suppose. Misclicked. Need to play better. Not used to doing really slow orbs. Oh my god, just do a melee punish, please. Boom. Okay, full health, full prayer. Going into wave 3, the first phase with a shield phase. I feel like this should be doable. But this is also the first phase with acid. We also have to be very careful about pathing. Let's go in this way. Alright. Ow. Alright, no, we're not doing that ever. We're just playing it slow. That moves at our normal pace, and we've got 2 slams. That's good to me. That one's the easy part because I don't have to use ranged, so I'm always using Demon Bane. Next phase is going to be the problem phase. I was looking at the acid, not the game. I need to focus. Please. I didn't hit. Oh my god. I need to wait for a melee punish for the heal. Which means another orb phase. Oh my god, thank you. Die. That is combat task completed. Doom adept for completing wave 3. I have no food. 50 hit points, 55 prayer. Plenty of supplies, which is good. It means I can upgrade my food next time. So, this row of acid, right here, it's 5. If he shoots on the other side, we win. If he shoots west or east, we need to be clever about diagonals and we might win. We don't need to kill him. We just have to clear 8 acid. That's it. We're going to try to kill him, because if we get unlucky with acid, then we lose, but... Where's he going? Perfect. We're going to try to do a bit of extra damage here. I want to make as much acid before that orb phase. Oh, also we're at the hard part now. Relative to anything else we've done. Oh, right, and we have these guys. Good. Many acid spots there. How are we doing? Need 2 more in that row. That's it. We have what we need. Alright, the vision. No, 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 no. I'm gonna lose. Oh my god. He goes so fast that I don't know if I can clear 8 there. Huh. There's only 2 slams. Alright. We are back. We've got a full inventory of potatoes with cheese. We brought fewer runes because we didn't need them. Could have dropped the prayer potion, but I want it so that I can camp if I have to. And feel good about it. And we've got a new plan. So the problem there was I was slow, and also the orb disappeared really fast. So what I want to do is make it to wave 5. On wave 5, I should be able to acid the center, which should make the difference. There we go. It's little 737. Need to get a little lucky for it to be at all fast. Wave 2 shouldn't be anything special. Wave 2, also very long. Feel like I'm getting unlucky, but that's fine. As long as I'm playing well, I have full food. This is way better than last time. This time we need to hit him a lot to make sure that acid spawns. So let's send it. Okay. No, the melee punish clears the acid. Oh, I'm so dumb. That's why it's so little. I need to not... Interesting. That's horrifying. Alright, well, let's see where it goes this next wave. That's why I had so little. That makes so much sense. It's going that way. That might be good. If I can get a crazy diagonal. No. I have the vision, but I need it's that. That's the play. I need to hit one on this row. Bro, go away, please. Stop doing that. That's not gonna work. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. I have the vision. Just need luck. That and it's over. At least. Oh man. Oh, that is so possible. If I didn't get Venom there, I could have just played the waiting game. The trick is going to be a diagonal, like use some of the first acid and try to avoid a melee punish if I can. This is winnable. This is absolutely 100% winnable. Okay, this is winnable. We now know that we don't want to clean at the end of wave 3 if we can avoid it. But if we can't, it's fine. It's playable. I just killed it. Alright, no melee punish. That's fine. Didn't use much. Kind of insane how unlucky we're getting on them, though. Next wave it is. I don't need these tile markers anymore. Where is he fucking aciding? Oh, wait, we're on wave 2, Jesus. That killed me. Oh man. It's hard. I'll just go in with this again. Why not? So dumb. Just click good, please. Give me that melee punish. Thank you. Heal the full. Let's continue. That sucks. Trying to flick too aggressively, it's just stupid. And how does that heal us? 28 all the way up to 56. Alright, fine. Heal up. Lock in. Please kill. No clean. That is what we needed. Alright. So now we've got this many rows. We've got a 5, 4, 4, 5. Ideally, shoots it perpendicular, but we'll have to see and play it by ear. I'm nervous, but I think it's possible. Lock in. Let's Let's get this CA. Come on. Perfect. Except I'm getting hit there. That's fine. Just don't be greedy. I just need to know where the acid was. Do not fucking die here. Is that shield face? It is. Shield face is what I needed to recover. I hate you. Didn't see it. I didn't see what to do. Need to not die though. That line is really, really long. These two lines. So if I can see anything on those first, and then YOLO a diagonal, we win. That. It's not gonna work. No, 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 no. Alright, so it needs to be a far diagonal. Oh, we're so close to figuring it out. Need another prayer pot, and then we're going straight back in. I can do this. Got him. Alright. No melee punish, that's really good. Alright, so these two are the optimal rows. These two are fine. And to get to this row, I need to go like that. Move. And to get to this row, I need to go like that. If it goes opposite, I'm gonna cry. Fuck off. Okay, gotta play fast. From the moment the first acid hit me, I didn't say a word for the rest of this attempt. It's probably obvious from the previous clips, but Doom tilts me really easily. I was seeing consistent progress though, which helped a lot. I felt like I understood the acid more and more every run. The Venom, though, was a big ticking timer here. I knew I had a ton of food, and I knew I had the time to get the CA, but the added pressure did not make it easy at all. Luckily, even though I was somewhat tilted, I've always been able to take that and channel it into playing well. That's how I got my first Infernal Cape, and that's how I'm gonna finish this CA. Yes, 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 yes. Get me out, get me out, get me out, get me out, get me out. Oh my god. Mopping up done. Let's go. That is easily the hardest CA I've ever done on this account. Let's get to Clan Wars, cleanse this Venom, and I guess end the episode. God, I am really, really, really proud of that. Even though I was put on a timer at the end. It was fucking terrifying. That took a lot of tries. It was harder than I expected. I didn't think about how short the orb would last, or if I misaimed it, how I just wouldn't have an orb for the slams. And the Venom, the instant Venom splat was horrifying. I thought I was playing safe, but I just wasn't ready for that. it worked. We were able to kill the Doom on waves 1 through 3. Honestly, if I'm not worried about the orb so much, I can definitely go further. I don't know if I can get to 8 yet. 8 is going to be hard because I need an answer for the car slams because he's going to do many car phases. I'm very, very well aware of this. But for now, I'm happy. 192 points left. We got 3 Doom combat achievements and our first ever Grandmaster combat achievement. We're at 21 days, 20 hours. Total 1367. Budget 68,350. And I just gotta say, this feels fantastic. I don't know if next episode is gonna be as fun as this one, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But until then, I'll see you next time.